Assistant Director of Public Works for Collin County.
My name is Wayne Anderson. I'm a road superintendent for Collin County.
My name is Chris Collin, and I'm the Systems Administrator for the PubWorks software.
John Kleinhexel, Public Works Director, Collin County, Texas.
Before PubWorks, it was a employee-built access database. It had a lot of different pages you had to go into to enter the specific information that you were trying to do. There was one page to enter the activity, there was another page to enter the materials, another page to enter the equipment. With PubWorks, you go in and you do the one record, and it captures everything. You put in your employee information, your equipment, and your material, as well as if it was a service request or a project that work needs to be attached to.
The important elements, we use it primarily to track our road and bridge activity. And so that entails roughly 80 or so individuals going out to certain locations, performing a task, sometimes with equipment and materials, and then they record that and turn it in. With that, we are able to manipulate that data with PubWorks and get the kind of statistics and data that we need for our own internal feedback, which we can use for planning and budgeting, and also for our reporting requirements to the county auditors and to the Commissioner's Court and other entities that are interested in how much it costs us to upgrade a road or how much we spend on right-of-way mowing per year, things like that.
My daily use of PubWorks is the service request. When somebody outside of our office calls in a repair, it generates a service request, which then gets sent over to me. I review it. Oftentimes I contact the person who called it in or emailed it, and then I determine which foreman it goes to, and then send it over to them for processing.
We've really enjoyed the project management as well. We're able to track, obviously, our road projects, get instant feedback on how much we've spent on a road, other elements like how much material we've used on a road. But in addition to that, we have also used the project module to track our emergency response and storm damage repair. So if we have a storm event, we can create a project for that storm event, associate all that work with that project, and that way we can accumulate or keep track of how much we spend cleaning up after that storm event. Because that is something that comes up routinely from the commissioners. They'll ask the director how much we spend on certain storm events.
PubWorks has simplified mine just by the ease of the interface. And the reporting. I can go in, if somebody calls in an issue on a road, it gets the service request, but then that allows me, when I'm determining what my work is going to be for the next year, be it blade patching or reconstruction, I can pull up records and reports of which roads had a lot of calls, what kind of calls they were. Based on our task of potholes or blade patching, I can narrow it down to specific types of repairs. So I can also let the people know when they call in, yes, we did that, and it helps me plan on what work we're going to be doing, because I can track what has been called in and what has been done.
A lot of the smaller cities here in Collin County, they do not have the budget to support a full-fledged road and bridge public works type operation. So they contract us to perform certain tasks for them, like rebuilding one of their roads or some routine maintenance. We keep track of the work that we perform for our member cities here in Collin County, like Josephine and Nevada and Weston and small towns like that. The project module has allowed us to keep track of that, see how much we're spending or how much work we're performing for certain cities and what kind of work, and run different reports on those elements.
In Collin County, I'm in charge of the budgetary items and contracts. So I use PubWorks to get the history from 1 year back all the way to 5 years, and it really helps me get competitive bids.
Basically what we do, we're using PubWorks for trying to expense things out by divisions, for maintenance versus project. We're tracking all of our contractor costs, basically our monthly cash distribution, our monthly financials. We're doing labor, equipment, materials. We're costing everything out. Precinct distribution is another big asset of PubWorks. We can ascertain how much money we're spending each individual precinct, which the commissioners are appreciative. Reconcile our end-of-year stockpiles using PubWorks now.
Reporting is a very useful tool. It's easy. I can run a report for any function, material, equipment for the year, the day, an hour, a location, and very easy to run reports.
Basically, the central theme is the versatility. The thing that I'm happiest about is that I have been able to accommodate every request that has been asked of us from the superintendents, from the foreman, from different people, when they say, hey, can we run a report that does this? Or can we track this? Or can PubWorks do that? In every scenario, we have been able to configure the program or find a report and get the information that we need. So that's something that we've been really happy about, is just the versatility.
If you want to improve your resources and uses of them, you need to measure your processes. And PubWorks is a great tool for that.
The dashboard, the executive summary is the major component that I use. Provided with a monthly snapshot of all the costing for the entire department versus the precinct system, the precincts in the county, and working really well.